Hello and welcome, and I would like to wish everybody a happy new year, and I'm so glad you're here and want to get fit for the new year. So this is our chair fit class. We're going to work on some standing warm-ups, we're going to work on some balance, and then we're going to sit in the chair and work the full body. So let's stand behind a chair. So you want to make sure you have a nice sturdy chair. Bring some water if you have some. And of course, listen to your body and take everything that I do at a range of motion that feels comfortable for you. So before we do anything, you want to make sure you can warm up by taking a nice full breath, inhaling up. Stretch nice and tall, and then take an exhale out. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, stretch. Lengthen that spine, exhale, release it. Let's do it 1 more time. And release. Good. And then we're going to just kind of roll out our shoulders a little bit. And then we're going to do some hip circles. Let's circle the other direction. And then we'll warm up the arms. And we're going to start by taking the arms forward and just making some nice little circles right in front of us. So just nice basketball-sized circles. Just make sure you haven't locked your knees. You want to keep a nice soft bend in the knees. And just starting to warm up the upper body a little bit. And then we'll circle the other direction. This is going to help warm up the upper back and shoulders. Let's go ahead and take the arms wide and circle. So you can look from right to left, stretch the neck a little bit, and alternate looking as you're making your circles. And then we'll circle the other direction, so bringing the circles forward. And gently look if you need a neck stretch. And then 1 more time, I'm going to look right, and I'm going to turn and look left. Good, now let's bring the arms overhead and we'll climb the ladder. So we're just gonna reach and pull down. Good, we'll do 4 more. It's gonna work the waist and those side obliques. 2 more, stretch and pull. Beautiful, and come down and relax. Good, shake it out. Good, well we're gonna take our right leg and step it back, and we're gonna just go ahead and do toe taps, and we're gonna start with the lower body first. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just stepping back and tapping the toe. And we're gonna add an arm. So we're gonna take the opposite arm and lift it up as the toe goes back. So step and return, step, return. Good, 4, 3, 2, and then last one we're going to hold and we're going to pulse. So just a little lift of that toe. This will work the hamstrings and the glutes, and maybe pulse the arm also. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Beautiful. Good. Take the other leg now. Feet are about hip distance apart, and you're just taking the leg back, tapping the toe behind you. So start to warm up, the hamstrings and the glute muscle. When you're ready, you can add the arm or just continue to hold the chair. Good, so when that toe goes back, the arm comes forward. 4, 3, 2. Remember this last one we're gonna hold, and then just a little tiny pulse, lifting the heel, and the toe gently comes off the ground. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, and then shake it out. So that you'll really feel that in the glutes and even in the hips. So shake out the legs. Good, and then we're gonna just relax the legs for now. We're gonna take our arms forward and imagine we're driving a car. So it's like you're holding a steering wheel, warming up again, upper back and shoulders. It's a nice 180-degree turn. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Good, and relax. Good, shake it out. Good, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some squats and then we're gonna work on balance. So standing behind your chair, about a foot, we're gonna start by gliding the hips back. And when you do, you wanna bend your knees and make sure your knees are right over your shoes. So hips sit back as if you're finding a chair behind you or stool. And if you wanna work a little bit harder, you can add the arms. And again, the arms can come forward. And you bring the arms parallel to the ground. So squats are great for the lower body strength. They're good for core strength. Here we're working again the arms and shoulders. Let's do 10 more. And 9. Remember, you're listening to your body. You decide how low you want to go. For 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, give me 1 more. Excellent work, good, shake it out. So we're gonna work on balance now, so we're gonna come to the side of our chair and we're gonna start with the outside leg. And we're gonna begin with the hands on the hips, and I want you to lift the knee, glide the knee out to the side. So we're just gonna warm up the hips a little bit. So the knee comes forward, slides out to the side, and back. About like opening a gate. Good, knee comes up, slide it out, and down. So I've done this before. You can continue to do this, or you can make it a little bit more challenging, and you can do it with a straight leg. So the toe is forward, you swing out to the side, keep that toe forward, bring it back in. Forward, swing it out, and in. Kick forward, swing side, and in. So this is going to work your hip a little bit harder, especially the supporting hip. But you're working also this inner outer thigh on the moving leg. Last one. And relax. Good, shake it out because you might be feeling a little bit of a burn in that supporting leg. Good, and then bend the knees a little bit. Good, we're gonna do 1 more balance. So holding onto the chair, the outside leg again comes forward. We're gonna softly point the toe and we're gonna make some circles. So tracing an imaginary circle in front of you, just maybe, again, basketball-sized circles. Starting to really make that hip flexor work and the muscles around the hip. 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to switch directions. Circle the other way. You want to make sure you're standing up nice and tall, lifted from the spine. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, and rest. Good, we're going to walk around the chair. And then again, you can walk twice around the chair. Just make sure your muscles are loosening up. Okay, so when we're against the chair on the other side, you always might want to make sure you start with the outside leg. So we're going to bring that knee up and then swing that knee out. So this is the leg that did all the work on the other side. So we're going to loosen up that muscle by just bringing the knee up and gliding out to the side. Take a nice deep breath. Just relax and swing. So this is really getting some flexibility in that hip joint. The hip joint is the biggest joint in the body, so you want to move it. We want to do any kind of movement we can because movement is medicine. Movement helps us physically, it helps us mentally. Good, now try it with a straight leg if you'd like, so that we kick forward, swing it out to the side, bring it in. Toes forward, and it's still forward as we swing out. Keep that toe forward the whole time. Kick, swing side, bring it together. Kick, swing side, and together. 4 more. 3, 2, and then again, the range of motion can be smaller. But if you're starting to feel a little bit of a burn, then again, shake out the leg, or just bend the knees a little bit, loosen up that leg. So we got our last exercise, the circles. We're gonna hold on to the chair, point the toe, that outside leg, start your circles. So this is building strength in the quadriceps. They call the quadricep the independent muscle. Once you lose your strength here in the quadriceps, it's very difficult to be independent, to stand up out of a chair, to sit up from your bed, and then that becomes a problem. So we want to keep those legs strong, upper body and lower body. Good, and now shake it out. So you might feel a little bit of a burn, so go ahead and shake those legs out. We're gonna stretch those hips out later so you can, after the class is over, you'll feel comfortable and I'm gonna just notice that my shoe's untied. So let me take a moment, tie my shoe before I step on it. All right, so sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna begin with some upper body exercises. So we're gonna start by sitting in the middle or towards the edge of our chair. And we're gonna start by lifting, these are called lateral raises. We're gonna lift the arms up and we're gonna take the arms nice and long, stretch them long. So think about a nice straight back, inhaling, stretching wall to wall. Exhale, inhale, exhale. So you inhale as you stretch, you exhale as you relax and sink. Just make sure that you're letting those arms just melt on down at the exhale. Inhale and relax. One more, inhale and relax. Now we're gonna take the arms out, keep them out, and we're gonna cross here at the chest. So there's a lot going on here. What we're doing is as we cross the hands, the wrists, you're gonna feel a squeeze in the chest. And as you open the arms, you'll feel a squeeze in those shoulder blades. And we're gonna stay here for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And your arms should be getting a little tired, so we're gonna take them down. We're gonna do some side bends. So we're gonna go ahead and do some dips. You're gonna reach one hand towards the floor and then drop the shoulder and reach the other hand towards the floor. Just going side to side, working those side obliques. Think about dipping the shoulder, and as you do, the other shoulder gently lifts. And you reach those fingertips towards the ground. Let's do 4. And 3. Good, dip for 2. And we've got 1 more. Good, and then sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna bring the arms up. This is just level. The palms are facing down. We're gonna do something called the flutter. And we're just gonna keep those arms straight as we flutter up and down. Nice strong arms. And make sure you're sitting tall, lifting from the crown. Feet are flat on the floor. And we're gonna do it for 10 more seconds. Stay right here. Make sure you're breathing. We're still breathing. Good, 5 more seconds. Good, and then pause because we're gonna bring the thumbs in and then extend out and then close. Thumbs come into the chest. Again, we extend and fold. Yeah, think about elbows being nice and high, about shoulder height as you bring those hands in. So try not to have those elbows collapse. So elbows, make sure are at least shoulder height as you pull those thumbs in. Good, 4 more. Squeeze it in, 3. Gently open, exhale, squeeze. Inhale here, exhale, squeeze. Last one. Good, and then take those hands down. Good, shake them out if you need to. We're gonna do some lateral raises, but instead of out to the side, they're gonna come forward. So we're gonna inhale, drifting those hands up to shoulder height. Forward raises. Good, let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and we're going to make a soft fist, bend the elbows, and then just open and close. Bring the elbows together, and then squeezing those shoulder blades as we open. This is great for the upper back. Again, we're going to do 8 more. 7. So we're just using our body resistance, just the weight of our body. We don't even need hand weights. Last 4. And 3. And 2. Good, last one, keep the arms in, keep that fist because we're going to punch the ceiling. So imagine you have a nice, real low ceiling and you're just going to punch the ceiling straight up. So just a nice steady punch, keeping the arms at a 90-degree angle out in front of you. Elbows are high. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, take those arms down. I know those arms are feeling a little tired, so roll out the shoulders again. Take a nice deep breath. Good, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on some core, but we're gonna start with the arms crossed and warm up the lower body by doing some just nice heel taps. And if you're having trouble with extension, you might wanna be further at the edge of your chair, so come forward just a little bit. Great. And 4, just some easy little heel taps. 2 more, and then we're going to try and do double legs, incorporating those abdominal muscles a little bit more. So right here, both heels come out, and then bring it in. Both heels extend, and in, extend, bring it in. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. So still working that core, we're gonna reach back behind the chair. We're gonna take one leg up and hold it. So you wanna hold it for at least 5 breaths with a count of 5. So you start to feel this here in that quadricep, keeping that leg up, using just body weight. Take the other leg up. Hold it. So I'm counting out 5 full counts, using my breath. And then lower it down, and then if you want to try taking both legs up, you're leaning back in your chair, you're holding on, and you're just taking those feet off the floor. Some of you can get those knees a little higher. But either way, we're going to hold it for 5 long breaths, and then we're going to bring it back down. Good. Well, let's take a little break. We're going to take our hands and roll down, touching our toes. Relax your back. Good, and then take your time as you roll back up. And then we're going to keep our hands on our knees. We're going to curl the back, come into a seated cow, and then inhale and stretch. So this is called the cat-cow stretch. So we're bringing the chest forward, and then we're pulling our navel to our spine, rounding the back, dropping the chin. So just releasing any tension in the back. So now that you've loosened up the back, we're going to go back into some oblique work. So we're going to take our hands and we're going to take our fingertips and put them gently behind the head. Sitting up nice and tall, we're just going to twist to the right, back to center, twist left. So just an easy little swing, just rotating from the waist, letting that spine turn with the head. Exhale as you twist. Good. Exhale, inhale back to center, exhale, twist, Back to center last time, just easy twist. And then we're going to take one hand down and we're going to take the opposite knee up. So we're going to bring the elbow across the body as we lift the foot off the ground. So side crunches. We're going to do 4, 3. So your shoulders coming down to meet the knee. And last one. And now just switch sides and start to bring that shoulder across and add that knee lift. Come across and lift. Good. So again, every time you lift that knee, you're drawing your navel towards your spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And can we do it with both arms? We're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to cross right. Inhale, cross left. Inhale. Good, working that core. Rectus abdominis. 4 more. Again, range of motion depends on you. Maybe it's just a very small twist, small lift of the knee. Beautiful, last one. And then we're going to take the legs apart. And again, we're going to do an easy forward fold. So I want you to relax your back and just hang like a rag doll. And then coming up, keeping one elbow on the leg, we're going to take the other arm and stretch it towards the ceiling, roll out the wrist a little bit, and then once that wrist is loose, take it over your head. Give me a nice stretch. So we really work these side obliques. We want to stretch them out. So just relax and breathe here. And then take it to the other side. You're just resting on the leg. The arm comes up. Of course, the wrist gently circles first. And then gently take it over the head. Good, and then bring it back to center. Good, we're gonna walk our feet together. And we're gonna do some things for the ankles and the feet. So we're actually gonna start by lifting the heel, alternate lifting the heel. So if you want to work a little harder, what you do is you put a little pressure on the knee. As the knee comes up, you're pushing down. So imagine as you lift the heels that you've got an orange underneath you at the heel and you're pressing down on that orange, squeezing that orange juice out of the orange. Good, push, push, press, press. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's bring the feet all the way together. We're gonna open and close. So what we're doing is we're starting to work on that internal rotation, bringing the toes out to first position, bringing them back in. And notice as the toes go out, so do the knees. The knees come wide. 4, 3, 2, and now let's add the heel. So we're gonna go toes, heel, toes, heel, and then walk it back. The heels come forward, then the toes, then the heels, and then you're back in first position, close it up. Out, 2, 3, and 4. Close for 4. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last time. Good, really good work for the ankle. So glue your feet together because we're gonna roll onto the outside of our shoe and we're just gonna let those knees come nice and wide. So we're opening up that hip joint. And just taking your time. And again, just gently rolling onto the side of your foot as you release through the hip. Let's do 4 more. relax and breathe. Breathing, it'll help you relax the muscles in your body. And then we're going to do the same thing by taking the feet wide. We're going to squeeze the knees together, rolling onto the inside of the foot. Keep those legs moving. You want to make sure those knees get back over the ankles, so you're working both inner and outer thigh. Good. 4 more. And last one. So it's very important to work the feet and the hands because we use them all the time, but these often get neglected. So now we're going to work on do some hand exercises. So I want you to take your hands and spread your fingers out like starfish, and then make a tight little fist. And then gently open, stretch them out as wide as you can. This will help with arthritis and stiffness in the joints. Gentle stretch, good. A nice tight squeeze, good. Stretch and squeeze. This will help with grip strength. Stretch and then squeeze. Let's do one more. Give me the best stretch you can. 5-pointed star. And then squeeze as hard as you can. Keep squeezing. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. And then relax. Good. Now we're going to take our thumb and tap each individual finger. So the thumb touches each finger and stretches in between. So it touches the baby finger, opens, thumb ring and opens, middle finger open, and the index. So go through that 3 or 4 times. Just tapping each finger individually. Last time. And then we're going to work these top joints. So these first 2 joints in the fingers and the thumb. The thumb's just got the one. So as the 2 top joints curl in, I always tell people think about your hands like cat paws. As the cat purrs, it just curls its fingers in. 4 more. Curling from the top. 2 more. And then last one, and then we're going to take it all the way in for a fist. So we're going to curl from the top, continue to roll in, take the thumb, wrap it around the fingers, and then go back to that clenched fist. And then to open, you just start with the thumb. Open 1 finger at a time. So let's do that again. Curl the top, roll it in, squeeze everything together, keep squeezing. And starting with the thumbs, we're going to slowly open it up 1 finger at a time, just relaxing. Good. Last time, curl it in, make a tight fist, hold on to it, keep holding, and then slowly release it 1 finger at a time. Good. From here, we're going to go ahead and bring the wrists together, and then we're going to open and close the hands. So we're going to part the hands, trying to keep the forearms together, squeeze those elbows in. We're going to do 10 more, separating the hands. Good, give me 8 and 6. Good, last 4. Good, and last one. Excellent, good. Now take your hands and we're actually going to have the palms open, and what we're going to do is I'm going to have you squeeze the hands as hard as you can, and then like we did earlier, we're going to open them 1 finger at a time, but then we're going to close it 1 finger at a time. We're going to take the baby finger, bring it in, and that leads the way, and then we close, and then the thumb opens it 1 at a time, but then we close, starting with the pinky finger 1 at a time. Slowly open and gently close. Very good, and make a fist. And now to relax your hands, turn the palms down. We're going to make some circles. So we're going to start with the thumb. Just loosen up that thumb joint, just making circles off to the side. So if you have a lot of stiffness and starting to get a little arthritis, this is a great thing to do a couple times a day, in the morning and the evening. Just gentle circle the other direction. So these circles are pretty easy. The thumb's got a usually a lot of range of motion. So it's easy to make circles with the thumbs. A little bit more difficult when you start with the index finger. Maybe not as big as circles, but you can still, most people can move that index finger around in circles. Good, circle the other direction. And then we're gonna go to the middle finger. Most people can make some kind of a circle with the middle finger. Drop and circle up. Circle the other direction. Now of all of them, the ring finger is the most difficult, but do the best you can. I always bend my knuckle a little bit, and I can get the circles in if I just bend at that knuckle. So little circles with the ring finger, circle the other direction. And then the last one is that little baby finger, and that's, most people can make little circles with the baby finger. And then circle the other direction. If it helps to, glue the other fingers together, and that makes it a little easier too. Good, shake it out. Good, last exercise. This is more for the wrist. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the palms facing each other and then away. So it's just a little swing. So the palms face you and then it faces me, and then just a little swing. Good, just side to side. Work that wrist. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now a little side to side. So this is more like a little wave. So you can extend the arms, it makes it a little easier, but it's just a flick of the wrist, right to left. This is great for the wrist and the forearms. Good, let's do a few more of these. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to interlace the fingers, relax, and let the wrists stretch out by just making some easy circles. Go both directions. And then we're going to stretch those fingers that we just worked. So interlace those fingers and press them out. Go ahead and relax them around your back. Good, inhale nice and tall, and we'll do it one more time. We've interlaced the fingers, we're just stretching those fingers out. And then at the same time, just go ahead and relax your back. Maybe even make some circles out in front and just relax the shoulders. And circle the other direction. Because we're gonna get into our cool down. Our cool down's all about stretching nice and deep. So we're gonna go ahead and start by taking the hands down, extending one leg out to the side, folding forward, reaching towards the ankle, maybe even touching the toe, stretching those hamstrings we worked earlier. And then we're gonna slowly come up, take our hands underneath the knee. We're gonna hug that knee to chest. Sitting nice and tall, just drawing that knee right up into the chest. Now for the next stretch, you can just bring your foot down and kind of glue your ankles together, or you can cross the legs and twist. We're just looking over our shoulder, looking back. But if this isn't comfortable, if you've had a hip replacement, it's a little tight, just the feet together, gently turning. Good, one more deep breath, easy stretch. Returning to center, and we're gonna go to the other side. So we're starting with the leg extension first, reaching down, go wherever you can. Just let that hamstring stretch out. Remember, your foot is flexed, you're lifting your toe towards the ceiling. Especially the lower back, you want to relax that lower back. Good, sit it up nice and tall. Remember, we're gonna hug the knee to chest. Tuck it in. Take a nice deep breath here. If your ankles are a little tight, go ahead and make some ankle circles while you're stretching. Remember, you have the option of lowering the feet, kind of gluing those ankles together, just crossing and looking back. Good, we're gonna come back to center, make sure both feet are on the floor. We're gonna do a quick little neck stretch. We're gonna start with the shoulders though. We're gonna hug the shoulders up to the ears, gently lifting, and then exhale, release it. Good, squeeze those shoulders up towards the ears. Hold your breath. On the exhale, release. And one more time, gently hug the shoulders up and release as you exhale. Beautiful. We're going to take our right ear, dip it towards our right shoulder. The left hand can just rest at your side, or it can start to float up. Deepening this neck stretch, taking the stretch down the arm and out the fingertips. Remember to breathe. And then we're going to come back to center. This outstretched arm is going to come across to the other shoulder. Support that elbow, look the other way. Beautiful, come back to center. Dip the other ear to shoulder. The arm is an option. Think about just relaxing ear to shoulder. A couple more breaths. Good, take a deep breath and center the head. Bring the arm across. Good, taking a nice deep breath here. We're gonna exhale and then drop the arms again. Take another full breath, sweep the arms up, palms come together, and we're gonna exhale to the heart. So let's do 3 more. Let's take a full breath, inhaling up, exhaling to the heart center. Get some oxygen in the body. Good, last one. Return into your heart center. Take a nice deep breath here. And thank you for joining me for Chair Fit. We'll be here next Monday, but we will be doing beginner yoga. Have a wonderful new year.